So one of the biggest things that has been happening with the mental health journey and all this thing, all this stuff that's going on, it's just basically has been God just basically putting this big magnifying glass up to myself. And I want to make that 100% clear. It's almost as if with none of this is this actually looking at anybody else or blaming anybody else or pointing fingers at anybody else. It's all about what he wants me to fix about myself, which is freaking hilarious, because you think that you're going to go to therapy and all this stuff and basically everybody is going to I'm going to be real with y'all. It's going to be this pat you on the back and go, woo, 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 these people tortured you, you poor, poor baby. And it's, God just doesn't work like that. He just doesn't. Yes, it's definitely clarification on certain things that you're feeling. And yes, certain things did happen to you, but it's almost like certain things happen to you to strengthen you and to, I find myself very much comfortable and find normality, or I feel very normal in chaos. If there is no chaos, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable to the point where if there is no chaos, I will create chaos. And I have to be very, very, very careful. Watch this. How I know this is, if you look at the vlogs, at some of the most stressful and dramatic times of my life, you watch me smile and come to life, and I come on. And then when things look like they're okay, you see me start to crumble. And it's almost like, but why though? And it's the truth. And it sounds very, very weird, and it's the truth. When J. Rao, and it was very stressful. And don't get me wrong. And you, of course, if you want to judge, you can judge. When J. Rao messed up his knee, I'm talking about, if you look at the movie, it was really stressful moving. But leading up to moving, getting the house, we didn't know if we were going to get the house or not. Nobody knew. I was just in the house. I didn't know if I was going to move, but everybody kept saying, you got approved. You got approved for the house. I just had to wait for the house. Distraught. I was terrible. I was sad. I was depressed. But we got approved. As soon as you had to pack the bags, move 3 kids, do all this stuff, I was fine. I moved, the most stressful time of it, getting the van, going here, doing all this, fine. Then you get in the house, I was sad again. When nothing was going on, I was sad. Then J. Rao breaks his patella tendon. All this is going on. Look at myself. Yeah, stressful, but time was on her A game. Chaos. I had learned in childhood, that was my norm. It was always something. At 4005 Bariba Road, it was always something going on. It was very chaotic there. So that was normal. That was normal to me. It was always something going on. So when something wasn't going on, if it wasn't something running around, if something wasn't happening, I would create something to happen. So I would get very depressed, and I would get very somber, and I would feel very bad. So, and it sounds very weird, but it happened. It happened. You guys don't really know about this, but that episode, for instance, it was this one video where I cleaned out the car, and I'm like, new year, new me. During that season of New Year, New Me and my brother got into one of the worst fights we had ever been, because me and my brother don't fight. Especially after my mother died, me and my brother had never fought. We just didn't do it. We didn't. Me and my brother got into the worst fight. We didn't talk. He went back to California. We did not talk. You didn't see him in the vlogs. We didn't talk. And he went away. But tying came to life. I was cleaning the car. I took the kids to school. I did that video in the morning routine. It was chaotic. It was chaotic to the point that it was ridiculous. That should have been the point where I crumbled. That should have been the point that I was making these videos thinking about committing suicide. But the videos that I was thinking about committing suicide, where I was talking to you guys about committing suicide, the video where I was walking up to my therapist, my brother was calling me talking about, hey, Tyne, I'm coming home. We were fine. So now now that I'm having this revelation, now I need to talk to my therapist, because now I need to understand, how do I be okay with being okay? Because I have to catch myself. Sometimes I have to go, for instance, I put up these videos. You guys are responding positively to it. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay that I am sharing my story. I have to be okay that I'm going to therapy. I have to be okay that I'm taking my medication. I have to be okay that I'm in a loving relationship. Because there is a part of me that really feels like, who are you to be okay with being okay? And you will be surprised. It's not just me out there in the world, because I was joking with my aunt about that. It's a lot of people that are their norm is chaotic. Their every day is chaos. You can see it in other people, but you don't see it in yourself. Like, oh, that's, so-and-so's husband is like this and so-and-so's wife is like this. That's ridiculous. And sometimes you are so sad, because when I was sad, I was so sad. Oh, I'm crying. I'm so sad. What are you sad about? Because mind you, that video that I put up, that I was talking about, I was, y'all, if it wasn't for the blood, I wanted to go. Terrence was talking about he was coming home for the summer, talking about all the stuff he wanted to do with the kids. Me and my father has the best relationship we have ever had in our life. Jayrell and I were talking about getting married. The kids are fine. We are now more financial dependent than we ever have been in our lives. I have a home that I adore, and I couldn't take it. Really was the type of person who really thought that, who am I to be okay? That was my thinking. And if I was okay, I don't know. It was almost like I was betraying someone. Betraying my family. Because none of them were honestly okay. These strong, beautiful black women were so wounded. And they couldn't heal themselves, and they didn't have a chance to break these chains that binded them. And a part of me feels like, who am I to break them? Who am I to be set free? Bobby, Mommy, and Grandma were so wonderful, but they had so many things that hurt them and tortured them in a way that we never spoke about out loud. And I'm not saying they didn't live lives, but it was just pieces that were just not talked about, and it just happened, and it didn't. Oh God. My mother was such a funny, beautiful, smart, talented. She could have done this, y'all. Y'all don't know. You don't know Tracy. She thought of this mental health thing before me. She had a vision. It was called I'm okay. I'm not okay, but it's okay. It was something like this. It was something like this. But her mother and her sister told her she didn't need to go to therapy. She knew she wasn't okay. That's why she didn't go. But if she would have went to therapy, she wrote poetry. She wanted this. And a part of me feels like she could have had it if this should have been hers. She shouldn't have died in that room by herself. If she had the support that I had, who am I? Who am I to take her dream and run with it? And I know it's not true. I'm honoring her dream. I know it. But I just feel like I'm supposed to suffer because if it was just a little bit different. Bobby was so smart. She was a teacher. She had such big dreams. But somebody broke her heart. And somebody told her to go to therapy. She could have been an author. She helped kids just like I'm watching those babies. Just like I'm watching those babies. She could have done it. She just needed help. And I'm sitting up here going to therapy, talking to y'all, trying to have all these ideas. They had them too. They had them. They could have done it. It's just that nobody told her to go. We don't talk about this stuff. We just tell them it's okay. Just did. We just sweep it under the rug and we just live with it. But they couldn't just live with it. It just, oh my God. I'm not doing it just for me. I'm gonna do it for them. It's not just me. It's them. And God, I'm gonna do it for them too. Whatever He wants me to do, I'm gonna do it for them because they're in me. They're in me. So everything I do, they see. And I just gotta be brave and I just gotta be strong. And I just gotta keep being better for them. And every time I do something, it's for them. It's for them too, because they're in me. They're in me. They're with me. They're with me too. They're with me. Oh Lord. Yeah, they're with me. Oh Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord, thank you. Oh, God. Just, you can, you're worth it, you guys. You're worth it. You're worth it. You don't have to. Your greatness comes from a long line of women and men. And where they left off, you just go a step further. And the next generation will go a step further. And a step further. It doesn't belittle what they did. Y'all just keep going. We just all keep going, but it's all worth it because we come from a line of greatness. No one stops. We just gotta keep going. I love you. I love you. I love you, Mommy and Bobby and Grandma. I love you so much. And I'm gonna be great for you guys, because you guys are with me. And I'm so proud of you guys. And I thank you for instilling all of your wisdom in me. And I promise it's all there. It's all there inside of me. I feel it. And I'm so grateful that you guys entrusted me with it. I'm gonna do the best I can.